They say the internet belongs to everyone, that it's a web of freedom, a digital frontier where anyone can connect, create, and be heard. But that's not entirely true, because behind every click, every scroll, every search, someone built the system that decides what you see, what you buy, and, in a way, who you are. And the strange thing is, the man who built that system never meant to. He wasn't a billionaire. He wasn't famous. He was an engineer who wanted to keep the internet alive. And in trying to save it, he sold it. This is the story of the man who sold the internet. His name was Eli Carter. In the mid-1990s, Eli was just another quiet genius, living in a world that was still half analog. He worked in a cramped apartment in Seattle, a tangle of cables, glowing monitors, and half-empty coffee mugs scattered across the desk. Back then, the web was a strange and hopeful place. No ads, no algorithms, just people connecting. But there was a problem. The internet wasn't making money. Websites were growing, servers were expensive, and no one had figured out how to turn curiosity into income. If the web was going to survive, it needed a business model. Eli thought he could find one. He wrote a program called Ad Graph. The idea was simple. Let websites show ads that actually mattered to people. Instead of random banners, why not use what users clicked, searched, and liked to make the ads smarter? It sounded harmless, even brilliant. What Eli didn't know was that his invention was about to become the backbone of a trillion-dollar industry. Within a few years, companies like Google and Yahoo took the same concept and ran with it. They built algorithms that learned your habits, predicted your interests, and followed you across the web like a shadow. AdGraph, Eli's little experiment, had turned attention itself into currency. The more you clicked, the richer the system became, and the more it learned about you, the harder it became to escape it. Eli watched as the web transformed. The blank white pages he loved became billboards. The freedom he fought for turned into data, tracked, measured, sold. He wasn't angry at first. He was amazed. But amazement became discomfort, and discomfort turned to fear. By the mid-2000s, he started writing essays, long, rambling letters posted to obscure forums with titles like The Cost of Free and Owning the User. In them, he warned that the internet was no longer about people. It was about patterns. Every like, every message, every moment of boredom had become a product. He wrote, "When everything is free, you are not the customer. You are the inventory." Most people ignored him. A few called him paranoid. But he wasn't wrong. When Facebook launched in 2004, Eli recognized something familiar. His code, or at least its logic. Personalization, prediction, monetization of identity. It was the same skeleton, just dressed in a smile. And by 2010, it was unstoppable. Data was the new oil. Privacy was a myth. And Eli Carter, the quiet man who once wanted to save the web, had become its unintentional villain. Friends say he grew increasingly withdrawn. He stopped coding, stopped answering emails. He moved into a small cabin outside Portland, where he lived alone with an aging laptop and no internet connection. One neighbor remembers him pacing outside at night, staring at the sky. He said he missed silence, she recalled. He said the world was too loud now. In 2012, Eli disappeared. No note, no trace. His house was left exactly as it was. Coffee mugs half full, curtains open, computer hard drive wiped clean. All except for one file, a plain text document on the desktop titled simply, "We built a mirror." Inside it said, "The internet isn't evil. It just reflects who we are." That was the last anyone ever heard from him. Today, we live inside the world Eli warned about. Every day we feed the machine he built, not with money, but with attention. We scroll through infinite pages, unaware that each flick of the thumb is another transaction. We trade our curiosity for convenience, our privacy for connection, our time for dopamine. The irony is almost poetic. The man who wanted to make the internet sustainable made it inescapable. Sometimes, when you visit a website and the ad feels too perfect, or when your phone suggests something you only thought about, that's Eli's ghost whispering through the code. We like to believe we own our online lives, but the truth is, we rent them from a system that monetizes every second we exist. And maybe Eli understood that long before we did. Maybe that's why he left. The internet was supposed to connect us. Instead, it cataloged us. It knows us better than we know ourselves because we taught it how. And in the end, that's what Eli Carter tried to tell us. That technology doesn't change who we are. It just reveals it. He didn't sell the internet for money. He sold it for survival, for possibility, for all the wrong reasons and all the right ones. The man who sold the internet didn't steal it from us. He gave it away, piece by piece, click by click, until it became too big, too loud, too human to ever give back. This isn't the story of a man who lost control. It's the story of all of us and the price we pay for connection.